Finality. Start. India and Sri Lanka must facilitate discussions among their fishermen. In the latest chapter of the long-standing fisheries dispute in the Palk Bay region, the Sri Lankan Navy arrested 14 fishermen from Tamil Nadu's district on February 8 for alleged poaching in waters north of Mannar. Two travelers were also impounded. On January 27, the Navy fired at an Indian boat near Delft, Iceland, injuring two fishermen. With these arrests, the total number of Indian fishermen detained this year has risen to 77. Just last week, a Sri Lankan court released 9 fishermen from Pondicherry, but one other person received a 6-month prison sentence. Additionally, Sri Lankan courts have been imposing hefty fines, complicating their release. Government data over the past decade based on responses in Parliament show that in 2024 the number of Indian fishermen arrested in Sri Lanka crossed the 500 mark for the first time in 10 years. There were 787 arrests in 2014. In a letter to External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar on February 3, Tamil Nadu Chief Minister said that 97 fishermen and 216 fishing boats were still under the custody of Sri Lanka. Unlike in the past when they were quickly released, recent years have been rising convocation for violations of the International Maritime Boundary Line IMBL and unlawful fishing. While Tamil Nadu and Pondicherry fishermen often cross the IMBL, their counterparts in Sri Lanka's Tamil-speaking northern province, who are still recovering from the civil war, oppose their fishing methods, particularly ecologically destructive bottom traveling. Northern Sri Lankan fishermen are seeking a sustainable solution that protects their waters from over-exploitive fishing. Indian fishermen have repeatedly sought a fresh round of talks with their Sri Lankan counterparts, with the last such meeting having taken place in November 2016. The issue was also raised in the most recent joint working group meeting in Colombo last October. However, the Aruna Kurumb led Sri Lankan government appears reluctant to negotiate. New Delhi and Colombo must recognize that a fresh approach is required to break the deadlock rather than countering with a business as usual mindset. Unlike the cases of Indian fishermen detained in Pakistan, Bangladesh, Saudi Arabia and Qatar, the arrests in Sri Lanka are significantly higher. New Delhi must introduce incentives to encourage Palk Bay fishermen to move away from traveling. While this shift will take time, both governments must facilitate immediate discussions between their fishing communities to find interim solutions. It is only through proactive diplomacy and sustainable fishing policies that this ongoing conflict can be addressed effectively. Step